Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, noticed another dark spot on your hands or face, and wondered, why does it seem like no cream actually works? If you're over 50, you're certainly not alone. You may have spent money on expensive age spot creams, brightening serums, and miracle products that promised younger-looking skin, only to feel disappointed weeks later. The truth is, those little brown spots are often telling you a much bigger story about what's happening beneath the surface of your skin. And today, I'm going to reveal something that many advertisements don't want you to know. There's one common mistake that millions of people make before buying another cream, and once you understand it, you'll see age spots in a completely different way. Stay with me because later in this video, I'll explain what actually influences these spots, what can realistically help, and how you can avoid wasting your hard-earned money on products that simply aren't right for your skin. Let's be honest, aging changes all of us. The skin that once healed overnight now seems to take weeks. Tiny marks linger longer, wrinkles appear where there used to be smoothness, and suddenly those small brown patches begin appearing on your cheeks, forehead, shoulders, or the backs of your hands. At first you may ignore them, but eventually they become harder to overlook. If this sounds familiar, then you're exactly where you need to be today, because understanding why these spots appear is the first step toward making smarter choices for your skin, instead of chasing unrealistic promises. Here's something we can all agree on. Your skin changes as you age. Years of sunshine add up. Healing slows down. Collagen production gradually decreases. Pigment becomes less evenly distributed. These are normal parts of growing older. If you've noticed these changes, you're not imagining them. Your skin really is different than it was 20 or 30 years ago. And when you accept that reality, you can begin making decisions that actually support healthier skin, instead of expecting one magical cream to erase decades of change overnight. Now here's the surprising part. Many people assume that age spots appear simply because they're getting older. While age certainly plays a role, that's only part of the story. In many cases, the biggest contributor is cumulative sun exposure over many years. Every walk outside without protection, every afternoon gardening, every beach vacation, every drive with sunlight hitting the same side of your face, all of those moments quietly leave their mark. Your skin remembers far more than you realize. That doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. Decades ago, many people weren't taught how important daily sun protection really was. Sunscreen wasn't used as consistently as it is today, and many of us spent countless hours outdoors without thinking twice about ultraviolet exposure. So if you're seeing these spots now, don't blame yourself. Instead, see this as an opportunity to take better care of your skin from this point forward. Before we go further, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever bought an age spot cream that promised dramatic results but left you feeling disappointed? Or have you actually found something that made a noticeable difference? Share your experience in the comments, because your story could encourage someone else who is searching for answers just like you. Now, let's talk about something advertisements often leave out. Not every dark spot is actually an age spot. Some are freckles that become more noticeable over time. Others may be post-inflammatory pigmentation left behind after a skin injury or irritation. And occasionally, a dark spot can represent something much more serious that deserves medical attention. That's exactly why buying random creams without understanding what you're treating can sometimes delay getting the right advice. If a spot changes rapidly, develops irregular borders, becomes multiple colors, bleeds, itches persistently, or looks very different from your other spots, it's important to have it examined by a qualified healthcare professional or dermatologist. Healthy skin begins with accurate information. Here's another misconception that catches many people. They think that if a cream contains one popular ingredient, it automatically guarantees results. Skin simply doesn't work that way. Different ingredients work in different ways, and some are supported by stronger evidence than others. Ingredients like retinoids, vitamin C, niacinamide, azelaic acid, and alpha-hydroxy acids may help improve the appearance of uneven pigmentation over time for some people, especially when used consistently and appropriately. But even then, visible improvement often takes weeks or months, not days. and results vary depending on your skin type, the cause of the pigmentation, and how consistently you protect your skin from the sun. Think about that for a moment. Imagine trying to mop up water while someone keeps leaving the faucet running. That's what it's like trying to fade sun-related pigmentation while continuing to expose your skin to ultraviolet rays without protection. The cream may be doing its job, but new damage keeps occurring. That's why daily sun protection is often one of the most important parts of managing age spots and preventing new ones from becoming more noticeable. This is the secret I mentioned earlier. Before you spend another dollar on an expensive cream, ask yourself one simple question. Am I protecting my skin every single day? Because even the most promising skincare routine has a harder time working as you start to notice these simple habits becoming part of your daily routine. Something interesting often happens. You begin feeling more in control. Instead of chasing miracle claims, you're building a realistic plan based on how skin actually functions. That shift alone can be incredibly empowering. Let's also talk about patience, because this is where many people give up too soon. Modern marketing has conditioned us to expect instant transformation, but your skin renews itself gradually. Healthy changes happen layer by layer. If you've ever planted a garden, you already understand this principle. You water consistently, you provide sunlight, you nourish the soil. Then, over time, growth appears. Skincare often works much the same way. Consistency usually matters far more than constantly switching from one product to another every few weeks. Another often overlooked factor is overall skin health. Your skin reflects many aspects of your daily habits. Eating a balanced diet rich in colorful fruits and vegetables provides nutrients that support healthy skin. Staying hydrated helps maintain normal skin function. Getting enough sleep allows your body to perform many repair processes overnight. Regular physical activity supports circulation and overall health. None of these habits erase age spots by themselves, but together they create an environment that supports healthier-looking skin. Many people also underestimate how harsh some products can be. Using multiple exfoliants, strong acids, scrubs, and irritating ingredients all at once may actually leave your skin feeling dry or sensitive. More isn't always better. Sometimes the healthiest routine is also the simplest. Gentle cleansing, moisturizing, appropriate sun protection, and carefully selected active ingredients used consistently often outperform complicated routines that overwhelm the skin. Now imagine waking up each morning, looking in the mirror, and instead of immediately focusing on every tiny spot, you notice that your skin feels calmer, smoother, and healthier. Maybe those spots haven't disappeared completely, but your confidence begins returning because you're no longer expecting perfection. You're supporting your skin instead of fighting against it. That change in mindset can be just as valuable as any skincare product. There are also professional treatment options for certain people, including prescription medications, chemical peels, laser treatments, and cryotherapy. But these should only be discussed with qualified healthcare professionals who can determine what's appropriate for your specific skin and confirm that the spots are benign before treatment. What works well for one person may not be suitable for someone else. Remember, healthy aging doesn't mean pretending you're 25 again. It means caring for the skin you're in today with wisdom, patience, and realistic expectations. Every laugh line tells a story. Every freckle may remind you of summers spent outdoors. Every year has shaped who you are. Taking care of your skin isn't about erasing your life. It's about protecting your health and helping your skin look its best moving forward. So before you buy another expensive jar that promises impossible overnight results, pause for a moment. Read the ingredient list. Ask whether the product has evidence behind it. If your skin continues receiving daily ultraviolet exposure. Wearing a broad-spectrum sunscreen, seeking shade during peak sunlight hours, wearing protective clothing, and using a wide-brimmed hat when you're outdoors may not sound glamorous, but these habits can make a meaningful difference over time. Consider whether you're using sunscreen consistently. Think about whether the spot has been properly evaluated, if there's any doubt about what it is. Those questions alone can save you frustration, money, and unrealistic expectations. Now we've reached the answer to the open loop we started with. The biggest mistake isn't choosing the wrong cream, It's believing that one cream alone can undo years of accumulated sun exposure, while ignoring the daily habits that have the greatest impact on your skin. Once you understand that, everything changes. Instead of searching for miracles, you begin building a routine based on science, consistency, and realistic care. That's where meaningful improvements are most likely to happen. If today's video helped you see age spots in a completely different light, I'd really appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It helps more people discover reliable health information instead of misleading marketing claims. And if you're passionate about healthy aging, practical wellness tips, and evidence-informed advice that respects your intelligence, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming videos. Finally, if you know someone who's about to spend a fortune on another miracle age spot cream, please share this video with them. It might save them money and help them make a more informed decision. Thank you so much for spending these minutes with me today. Take gentle care of yourself, protect your skin every day, and remember that healthy aging isn't about chasing perfection. It's about feeling confident, informed, and well in the skin you have. I'll see you again very soon in the next video.